Can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Through the air, it's Simpson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give is to Miller. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Kickoff! What a play to set him up! And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's French. There he goes. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Frazier. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. You got an arm like this and you can just put it on the line. It's really nice to have it.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. A touchback, the ball will come out It's Simpson. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Here comes the offense on second down. Moving. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running back searching for a hole. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easy.
To throw, it's Stockton. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Down here as we're back at it after the break. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These little guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. We've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get budget. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. It's complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Corners are walked up tight. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
He'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Williams. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Sure hands, it's Horton. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth
offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable...
Wide open spaces. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking in front of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get the shoes and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Gets it out quickly. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you play defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Dogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He makes the grab for the two. I don't know why you need to go for two there, but they do, and it's successful.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick six, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the two-point conversion.
About to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Williams.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5, third and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. 2 set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, if that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They punted away on fourth down. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Today's game in football is about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times.
Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Let's just call it like it is. The first first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And the extra point splits the upright. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make it more accurate.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. As a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Makes the grab. It's dealt. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. This from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll open this third quarter with a run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll try it again. All down but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. At the 45 on its way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Dropping back, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Bernard. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Finds his man. It's Young. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And in that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Burrows his way for a couple, he's out to the 8.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Delp. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, and listen.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take the color commentator to figure that out.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
You can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Touch pass on the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Dogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Creates a little room. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback on the keeper. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Georgia going up tempo. Rides the back and leaves it. Got a little space. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Look out, he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. they'll run it from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Frazier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to get it in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. Quick pass on the fly motion. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And it's like the defense do on third and goal. They're not attacking the middle. They're going to go to the outside. They run the touch pass, and they fly after, fly upfield, make the tackle, and now it's decision time. Fourth and goal, which
makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. It's a seam wide open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. And he's thrown another interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Ernie on the Jets. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for the end zone. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Still looking on the move. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. It on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the back. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Georgia. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. He picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fair catch called for and made. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a split backfield. To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. To the air, it's Simpson. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
That's caught. It's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. It's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He fires one deep down the right side.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Coming Going into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.